Professors across the country in universities and schools have either been suspended or fired.
Let's be real. This is Fascism 101. Teachers being fired over personal social media posts about Charlie Kirk. States that, like Florida and Texas, even setting up hotlines to report.
And a guy getting killed for his opinion is not fascism? Okay.
For teachers, that's not education policy, that's a witch hunt. Our social media is our First Amendment right. Comments in a classroom to students, now that's a different conversation. But punishing teachers for what they say on their own time, that's control. And history doesn't whisper here, it screams. In the 1930s, authoritarian regimes targeted educators first, silencing teachers, firing professors, banning books. Sound familiar?
She's stupid. Let me tell you, it is every company has a policy. If you do something that's out of character, something, anything, even on your own social media post that is considered, negative or out of character or, something that's not nice, whatever. And you can in any way, shape, or form be tied back to a certain company that you work for, any way, shape, or form. That means if somebody calls, that means if you're wearing the shirt with a company logo, that means if the logo of the company is behind you, and it can be verified that you work in that place, then that is, you are in violation and you will be fired.
This isn't about protecting kids. It's about policing thought. If you care about freedom, you should care about this, because today it's teachers and tomorrow it'll be anyone that disagrees.
If you or someone you know have been fired by a company that is caving to white supremacy right now, we have created a website that will be up in about 24 hours called Fired for Freedom. firedforfreedom.visual.com. This website lists out businesses and schools for terminating employees for freedom of expression. There will also be a link to email us if you have been targeted by doxing white supremacists.
First of all, a lot of the people that are targeting you are not even white. But anyway, there's nothing you can do against these companies. It is in their policy way before this incident happened, way before. This has been in policy since social media came out, since the internet came out. If you do something out of character or out of that can shed a bad light on you or any situation or anything like that. It's not worded just like that, but this is what it means. And you can be tied back to ABC company. ABC company is going to fire you.
As I said yesterday, this sword will cut both ways.
I thought I'd do a quick check-in after yesterday and all of the drama. I want to reiterate that it is not wrong or unethical or unkind to laugh at the misfortunes of terrible people. That Charlie Kirk incited violence. That's what he did. And then that came back to...
She looks like a type of person that would say something vile. I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, she looks like the type of person that would say something vile. Not even something with sense. Not even something that you can debate. Just something vile. She just spew anything because of her feelings or whatever.
To haunt him. That was his decision. So it's got nothing to do with the people who are laughing and joking about him becoming a human water fountain.
A few moments later.
So I received information that I've been doxxed on X, so I'm going to have to step away for a little bit. And the AFP have been contacted, and also the E-Safety Commission as well have been contacted, because there's been a large number of threats coming through. And the irony of this situation, that all I did was say some words that offended some people, and now people have decided to take that into the real world and start, threatening and harassing and abusing people out in the real world.
It's funny, the same people that created cancel culture and that push cancel culture are now upset at cancel culture.
Based on their inability to manage their emotions. I even had some people say to me that apparently they made a report to the AFP, the Federal Police, about me. I'm like, what did I do other than say something that hurt your feelings? Like, that's free speech. You the ability to speak, even if that's something that personally offends you or you find distasteful. We don't all have to agree on things. In fact, we shouldn't all agree on things.
Oh.
So yeah, I'll be around later, I guess, and yeah, just think before you try to take things offline or you try to escalate things. Think about whether this actually impacts you personally, whether your life is personally impacted by the hurtful thing that person said.
It's obvious to me that the conservatives who are in support of Charlie Kirk and trying to get people fired from their jobs have not thought this through. So let me do it for you. You guys hate when people are on unemployment benefits or welfare or food stamps or government assistance, right? When you call and try to get them fired, if it works, you are the one who has to pay their bills now. You are the one who is going to.
No, because they're not gonna be, because they got fired. They didn't get laid off because they said something bad. They got fired. If you get fired, they're not gonna pay you unemployment. If you get fired for something you did, something valid, they're gonna know you got fired, not unemployed. It wasn't like, oh, the company had to do some cutbacks. No, you got fired. You're not going on unemployment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
be funding their life, because what they're going to do is they're going to go file for unemployment, and because their employer fired them, they're going to get it. And as much as you guys say you hate it when progressives and leftists and liberals use food stamps or welfare or government assistance, you're pushing them to do it more. You're threatening people's livelihood for having different opinions as you.
this is an emotional response that she's doing. She's not thinking about what she's saying. She's just making a video to make a video to say something. She has an emotional response. She knows she's wrong. She knows they're wrong, but she has to say something because nobody wants to be like the person on the losing side. It's hard to have that discipline and be like, well, I said something wrong. Okay. So she's just saying anything.
Let's see how it goes, I guess.
Clemson University is under a lot of fire after 3 of their professors came out celebrating the passing of Charlie Kirk. One of the longest serving professors at Clemson University, Robin Newberry, who's making over 6 figures a year, posted this saying, in a world full of Charlie Kirks and Brian Thompson's, the United Healthcare CEO, be a Tyler Robinson or a Luigi Mangione. This man as well, Melvin Earl Villiver, who is an assistant professor of audio and global black studies, also celebrated the passing of Charlie Kirk. He said, the day that Charlie Kirk passed, today was one of the most beautiful days ever. The weather was perfect, sunny with a little breeze. This was such a beautiful day. And then he made comments about Charlie Kirk with very derogatory remarks that I had to hide here. Now, originally, Clemson University acknowledged all of these professors and what they were saying, but said that they had a right to free speech. But with all of the backlash they've gotten, Clemson University has now said today that they have suspended 1 of those professors, but not all 3. And now, out of the blue, Clemson has called an emergency board meeting tomorrow at 2 p.m., and people are calling on them to fire all 3 of those employees.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Hi, my name is Nancy D, and I was fired on Friday for saying that I was having a hard time finding empathy for Charlie Kirk. Apparently, I was doxxed by a convicted and pardoned January 6th on Twitter, and so my name and my company's name was put out there, and then my company was flooded with calls for my termination.
Yes, because now you've been attached, like I said before, you've been tied to a company. The minute that company has anything tying you to the company, you're getting fired. The minute it happens.
And this is day 1 of unemployment. But I have now started getting calls to my personal cell phone, and I'm worried that, like, not just my name and my employer's information is out there. I'm worried that, like, my phone number and my home address are. I can't find where to go look for that. Can someone help me, please? I don't know what I'm doing here.
Clearly, you didn't know what you were doing. You still don't. Well, I hope nobody has her home address or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? These people messing up. You gotta, leave them alone. They'll deal with their consequences of losing their job, and they have to go find another one and whatever. Just be a good person, people. Don't do things like this. You know what I mean? Somebody gets assassinated. It doesn't matter who they are. If somebody passes away, especially in a way like this, doesn't matter who they are, just somebody passed away.
Charlie Kirk got murdered, am I right?
I care about murdering. You know that,
Really?
okay,
did
do you
you
know
ever
it's
stand
illegal?
here for Palestine? Did you ever stand here for Gaza? Did you ever?
I don't know what's going on over there, so I'm not going to just blindly pick a side like you are.
So you don't fucking care.
I don't know.
You only care about people you care about.
You don't know anything about me.
I only care about people I care about. Yeah. Again, emotional responses without thinking of what you're going to say, without kind of thinking it through, without rationalizing. And this is where you start saying nonsensical things.
Obviously, you care about what you care about.
I care about someone getting murdered for their freedom of speech. It's a threat to democracy.
Yes, it's sad, but people get murdered with guns every day.
So why do you
you're
care?
Standing on the fucking street.
It bothers you that much?
Yes, because you're literally
so my freedom of speech.
You're praising somebody. You are praising somebody.
It bothers you?
That literally said if his 10-year-old daughter was
He
raped.
didn't say that.
Yes, he did. It's on camera.
Oh my gosh,
your
you guys
only
are a
response,
joke.
all you Republicans, your only response.
All you Republicans.
Yes,
okay.
your only response is, oh no, he didn't say that.
So you think Charlie Kirk deserved to get murdered?
I never said that.
So
See
then,
how you guys twist people's words?
Okay, so
See
then,
how you twist people's words? Get the fuck out of here.
Don't fucking
You want to touch me? You want to fucking touch me, bitch?
Don't fucking
I'll
touch
beat
me.
your fucking ass.
You really won't. Don't
touch me. You kicked me.
You started
fucking
it.
kicked me.
Wow. Wow.
Get the fuck off of me. You fucking psycho. Are you gonna leave me alone? Get the fuck off. Are you gonna stop me? Get the fuck off of me. Are you gonna fucking stop? Are you gonna fucking stop? Get the fuck off.
Say anything about Charlie Kirk online that your employer does not like and they fire you, there may not be much you can do about that. My name is Paige Sparks. I'm an employment lawyer, and this makes my eye twitch, misstated all over the internet. You don't have an absolute freedom of speech against everyone for everything. Your constitutional rights, like the Bill of Rights, which includes the First Amendment freedom of speech, primarily protects you from the government, not against individual people or private entities. The U.S. Constitution limits the government's power. It is not meant to regulate private behavior in between people or in between businesses that have nothing to do with the government. I'll give you an example. If you make a public post online saying, fuck the government, a cop cannot show up at your door and arrest you for saying that. That is a violation of your First Amendment freedom of speech. As an employer, I'm a private entity. I have nothing to do with the government. So if my wonderful law clerk says, fuck Paige Sparks online on a public post, I could fire her for that and there's nothing she could do. There are, of course, some exceptions, like if a private entity is acting on behalf of the government, or if you are a municipal employee and technically you have a government entity employer. But in general, you only have the freedom of speech protected against the government, not other people. I have actually sued the government before for violations of freedom of speech. Speech does not have to be just spoken to be protected. Actions can be considered speech too, like burning the flag, or if you flash your lights to warn other people of a cop sitting on the side of the road, that is also protected speech. Comment to let me know what other questions you have about the law. If you see people saying this incorrectly online, now you know.
So basically, in short, this is what she said.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
That's right.
At the same time, I tell everybody, it's like, you know, we're all sheep going towards the flock. Yeah. And that's the end is God. He walked up. I'm sorry, where his eye is, the gold spray can. He just walked up, started spraying it, and everybody jumped in.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you fuck with proud Americans. You get your ass beat.
What if college was more than a place to earn a degree? What if
with the swing and the dude sort of world?
This is what happens.
Well, we got right. You don't do this, we're better than this. I don't know.
This is what happens when you do this shit in Pensacola. You get your ass fucking beat. Look at this little bitch. Crying like a little bitch. Being held. I want my mommy. Well, maybe next time you don't go down to a fucking memorial and try to spray paint and be disrespectful. This is what you get. When will you guys learn? When will you guys learn? When will you guys learn? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Hey, did he get hit? I think somebody maced him. No, his face is all colored. Like not black, but like yeah. No, but literally it's colored. Like there's paint or looks like mace. Yeah. No. This is what happens when you mess with proud Americans. We're getting tired. We're getting tired, boys. This is what happens.
He's pulling a George Floyd over here.
Yeah, trying to breathe.
He's playing victim.
He can't breathe, huh?
He's got the fence hole too.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
And then he's got these two women here holding him like a little baby.
Literally.
Happy, oh yeah, she's a Juneteenth. Yeah. She's wearing a MAGA hat.
No, it says fuck Trump on the
Oh, it says fuck
Or
Trump.
said major look fuck
This is
Trump.
what happens when you fuck with proud Americans. We're getting tired of it.
Dej, I'm standing over you because photographers are taking pictures.
Yep. As is our right. As is our right.
And this is my right to
That's
do
right.
as well.
What do you think was going to happen to you guys when you guys came down here?
I saw how much weed blew out of your car when you pulled in here too.
What do you guys think was going to happen when he did that? I don't know. It was pretty dumb idea.
I'm just trying to do what I can.
So I guess he got pepper sprayed. He did it in Florida. Horrible, horrible place to decide to do any of that, protesting stuff when it comes to anti-American stuff. They got a lot of proud Americans here. And listen, it's not a bad thing to be proud of anywhere you're from, okay? Because I know you guys hear proud American, immediately you're going to be like, oh, it's, whatever, supremacy, whatever. It's okay to be proud of wherever you're from. I've been to many countries where the people are proud of where they're from. You know what I mean? If they're proud Americans, they're proud Americans. They're, proud Salvadorians, proud Salvadorians, proud Colombians, proud Colombians, proud from Chad, Chadians, I guess they're called, proud Chadians, proud people from Cameroon, proud people from Italy, proud people. People are proud where they're from. It's okay to be a proud American. It's not like a sin. Like, you guys make it out to be a sin. This is the only country where you can be born here, grow up here, get all the benefits from here, and not be proud of it. Only country where it's like a sin to be proud of everything you have here. I don't understand.
Yeah, good. Stuck to the whole thing, man.
Oh, thank you. I did.
Part 3 of Let's Make These People Famous for the horrid things that they have said about Charlie Kirk and his unaliving. And I actually need your help with one of these because they claim that their job is here on TikTok, but no one can figure out what their account is. Let's make it very clear, it doesn't matter what political party you're on, none of these are okay under any circumstance. These are some doozies, so trigger warning. This here is Jasmine, and she is a suicide prevention follow-up coordinator. According to public information, she works for the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment. And she said, if you haven't said anything about, and then named a bunch of stuff, but we want to talk about how we should not feel or react to how a blank dude blank literally shut the blank up and talk to yourself. Do some self-reflection and interrogation of why you speak up for a white man who spewed horrid blank against every marginalized community. No heart, please look at who and what you're speaking up for. This right here is a video which I have and I will play for you. And she is an Idaho cheer coach. And she actually did lose her job. The school district put this out saying, like many in our school community, we are shocked and saddened by its content. That she violated the school district policy and she has been terminated.
You're what you deserve. I just saw the looks like she got shot in the neck or chest. I mean, I'm not saying I wish death upon someone, but that's what I'm saying for this mother. I hope he's dead. Is that gonna get me arrested?
Oh my God.
And he's a huge advocate for gun rights. If that isn't irony, I don't know what is. Today's a good day. Today's a good day.
And then we have this guy right here that says he would actually be the one to do the unaliving and claims his job is here on TikTok, but no one can find his page. So help us find this guy, because here's what he said.
You support Charlie Kirk being killed? I do. On the day you support his shoot?
Yep, sure do. It's for you.
You support Charlie Kirk's shoot?
Wow.
Would you shoot like Charlie Kirk?
I would have killed him myself.
You would have killed yourself. Okay. Do you have a job here in Seattle?
Nope. I take that.
Yes, I'm in my bathrobe.
Yeah,
it's been a long 24 hours of me not sleeping and doing this work. We went from, 15, the last time I did names, to 278 currently. We also have 2 businesses that are in the beginning of going under. And then we have 3 people in the UK that we had arrested. Because over there, they took their guns away, and then if you say anything mean or not nice on social media, you don't just lose your job, you go to jail for free. Now, instead of just listing a bunch of names, because it would literally take forever, maybe I'll do a couple after this. Here's the thing I want everybody to keep in mind. If you have an anonymous profile, especially on TikTok, and you think you can say that and you won't be found, you're very wrong, and here's why. Most social media apps do data mining, and they'll take your data and they'll sell it anonymously to businesses and stuff like that. Fine. TikTok, and you may not know this, literally copies pretty much everything on your phone. Photos, text conversations, DMs, everything. Your GPS data, your location of where your house is, where you work, everything. And there's a site on the dark web where you can punch in anybody's fucking username and literally get all their data. It does cost money, but good thing I don't have to worry about that because I have enough to do this.
Auto-tune is way more than just pitch correction. I actually have an Auto-Tune Unlimited subscription.
And there's nothing you can do because you legally agreed to it in the terms of service.
I mean, I don't agree on going that far. I'm not going on the dark web. Unless you hurt me physically or something, or my family, but and we have to find you, whatever. I'm sure it will surface. They will get fired. They will get fired. Doesn't matter who you're saying this about. You could be saying it about somebody who people don't know. If you're like, oh, I'm glad this happened to this person, I'm sure the company's going to fire you.
With their verbiage. And TikTok's the one that's fucking selling these anyways. As long as I don't dox you or take, physical harm to you, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I paid for that data. It's mine now. I own your phone. It's mine. I like it a lot. Give me more phones, please. Let's go through a few of them. Caleb from Minnesota. You had an anonymous name. How's your job? Not so well. Natalie from Maine. You had an anonymous name. Not so good. Madeline from Connecticut. Madeline, sorry, I'm so bad with these names. You also had an anonymous name. And then here's just a few other people. Owen from Washington, fired. Lily from Oregon, fired. Juan from Massachusetts, fired. Victoria from New York, fired. Henry from Colorado, fired. Amelia I should be doing the fired part in the Trump voice. What the fuck am I doing? Henry from Colorado, fired. Get out of here, you're gone. Amelia from Hawaii, did I say that one already? I got too excited. Sebastian from Vermont, Zoe from Maryland, Miles, you're gone. You're not going miles with your job anymore now, are you? And you are from Rhode Island. Ella from Delaware.
I'm sorry,
Levi
the voice is funny.
From New Mexico. Scarlett from California. A lot of these are blue states. I have just noticed that from other people commenting it. Mason from Illinois. Grace from Michigan. And, here's a couple. Wyatt from Texas. That's a red state. And Savannah from Florida. Wow. That's another red state. 3 people in various Europe countries, I almost said states, what a noob, have been not only fired from their jobs, but arrested, so.
I don't know when or if I'll post this, but today's September 15th, and it's 9:05 a.m., and yesterday at 5 p.m., I was fired from my job for posting a video saying I don't care about Charlie Kirk's death. In the video that I posted, I specifically said I wasn't celebrating it, but that I just don't care. And yet I was still fired from a job where my role was to increase educational equity to all students. That was my job.
Yo, people getting fired from these jobs that are like this, containing educational equity, whatever, feeling coordinator, these jobs, these weird titles. Nobody in IT is getting fired. I don't know. Like, I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure maybe they have, but like, you know, the plumber is not getting fired. You know what I mean? The you know, whatever engineer is not getting fired. It's always like these weird titles. That's what scares me about these weird degrees that are like, what is that? They're weird. I would, you know, my daughter, my sons can go whatever and get whatever degree they, you know, that they want to choose. I don't care what it is. That's on them. But I would like try to be like, hey, look, man, you sure you want to do that? Because I feel like you're just gonna get indoctrinated and just be complaining your whole life about everything. That's just what it looks like.
That was like, wasn't really just my job, it was like my identity too. I think that's been my whole career. Like, how can we get the highest quality education to as many students? Before this job, I worked at a nonprofit where I taught reproductive health to LGBTQ youth and youth in foster care in Dallas, Texas. And like, that was hard, but after I did it, I was so proud of myself, and I told myself I wouldn't go back to a job where like I couldn't be my authentic self, and I thought that's what I had in my job. And actually, the funny thing is, I wasn't fired for saying that I don't care about it, because everyone on my team agrees with that, or everyone I've talked to, and people can say that, and I would have been okay to say that in my team chat at work. But I was fired because I was doxxed by someone who knows me, and they posted my job and my LinkedIn to the white supremacists, and so that's why I was fired, not actually because of what I said, which also hurts because like I was good at my job, I liked it a lot, and I feel so grateful because,
well, I'm glad you liked it. I'm sure you were very, very good at your job, but your actions have consequences. You guys, when you work, especially when you work for a company, like especially the bigger companies, nobody wants to be associated with negativity. So if remember the woman who was working, I think it was for Delta, and she did a video twerking. I mean, that one was case closed. She did it in uniform on the freaking plane. Case closed. I would have fired her instantly. Like, as she was twerking, I would have called her. Or I would DM'd her, hey man, you're fired, if I was her boss. Like, that's that. But no company wants to be associated with anything crazy. They have customers, they have clients, and the client's not gonna be, you know, they're gonna associate the company with whatever negative thing you're doing. That's why you're getting fired. It just happens. If you have a company, you don't want your employees doing anything bad because it's a reflection on you. Just like your kids, you don't want your kids doing anything crazy in school, doing anything bad. It's a reflection on you. The first thing we say is, where are the parents? It's the parents' fault. That's the same thing we say when you know, when we see somebody doing something. Oh, who do they work for? What company do they work for? It's always, we always associate. We naturally want to associate the bad with something bigger.
my coworkers have been reaching out to me and just like telling me they'll be my references and making sure I'm okay, and it feels good to know that I built a community there and that the people there see my character of what it was. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Sorry. I don't know if I'll post this, but I know that in the end I'll be okay, and this isn't the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
It's not.
Honestly,
You're gonna be
it's
fine.
not by a lot.
You still have your life.
I'll be okay. I'll find a job like that I like and doing something that's important to me. And I know that because if this hadn't happened, I was on the track for a promotion at my other job. Like, I know I'll be okay, but it just hurts to be left out to dry.
All you had to do was not make a video. That's it. Or post.
So anyway, on my first day of unemployment, I applied for unemployment. I'll be talking to a lawyer later, but this is my Depop package. These are my Depop packages.
You'll be talking to a lawyer, and the lawyer's gonna be like, girl, you can't get unemployment. You got fired, not laid off. You chose to get fired. You didn't get laid off. You chose to get fired. This is a choice. When you do something bad, and it's a bad reflection on the company, that's you choosing to get fired. Like,
they're not bad. So I'm gonna drop those off, and then I'm gonna grocery store, and then I'm gonna talk to a lawyer, and then I'm gonna apply for jobs, and maybe I can get a little fun job, like something
Starbucks,
to give me time to process and just heal from this. Because honestly, like,
yo, this generation and their processing time to heal is ridiculous, bro. It's like you gotta give them prime to it. Like, yo, just go get it. Just go get a job. Just go get a job. Forget about processing. You'll heal as you're working hard. Like this. Oh, I don't know. I sound like the old man on the porch, man.
I was really in the rat race, so maybe that'll be a good
start your own business.
Something good that comes from it. I don't know, but yeah. So day one. Ooh.
Guys, so guys, at the end of the day, just don't, like, if you feel like, look, you can feel however you want inside, but there's certain things you just shouldn't let out. You know what I mean? There's times when I get mad at people, you know what I mean? We all do, when they upset you or whatever, and there's just things you just shouldn't say. Just don't say it. Because when you speak out of anger, speaking out of anger, out of emotion, you're going to say stupid things. You're going to say things that you normally wouldn't say. You're going to say things that you're like, man, I didn't mean to say that. When you look back at it, you're like, man, I was stupid. Why did I say that? That's what you're going to do. And you're just going to feel like a bag of ass. You know what I mean? So come on, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, guys, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that notification bell, man, so I post more videos. And as always, I will see you guys on the next smoke. Don't get fired, guys. Please try not to.